Hey guys, this is Ed Yannett with Keller Williams, Team Yannett, and I'm here with Jeff Brady with Roundtree Insurance, Allstate. We're going to do a quick video on the change of the flood maps and the importance of that and how that's going to affect the price of real estate, your monthly bills and things like that. Explain that to me, because I've heard you say that twice and it's still a little confusing. They can do a map amendment and be changed to an X?
Correct, but you have to be able to, you have to have an elevation certificate done
that
first.
That shows you're above the AE whatever it is. If it's an AE 10, if I'm AE 11, or I'm sorry, if I'm in an AE 10 flood zone, but my elevation certificate says I'm at 11 feet.
It has to be the lowest adjacent grade, not the top, not the first livable floor. So the ground level next to the house.
Gotcha.
So it's on the elevation certificate in section C. The surveyor will put in a measurement for the lowest adjacent grade, meaning what's the ground level at the lowest point
on the property,
on the next to the house, immediately next to the house.
Okay. Oh, now so that means okay. I got it.
So if that is above whatever the requirement is, you have demonstrated that your home is outside of that zone. And so the elevation certificate can provide not only a potential reduction in premium, but it can also provide potentially the opportunity to change the zone.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So what we'll do though is let's look at another thing real quick.
10.
That's a 10.
That's 9. That's 10.
Yeah.
So this dude might luck out and be a 10.
So he's at 10. So chances are, based on this, we know that the 10 feet. And granted, this is a great resource that's out there. Ultimately, it's information. You still have to secure the documents, but it allows you as a property owner to make a great, educated decision on whether or not you want to spend the money to do so. So if I know that the flood zone is going to be AE 10, I'm at 10, and then.
But Jeff, that might be 10 foot 9 inches. That might be 10 foot.
It may be
6
even higher.
Inches,
We
10
just
foot
have
11 inches.
Correct.
Without the elevation certificate, we don't know.
Correct, and we haven't actually gotten into the particular property. But in this case, I can also look at the house.
Yeah, that's an older house, probably built in the 60s. I know.
Yeah, and we can make a determination based off of the picture of it. So if we know it's at 10, and we can look at the house itself. Looks like we step up a little bit too. Now there could be some stuff over on the right. I don't know if that's a garage or
that right there. Yeah.
What we've got, but you know, chances are that the house sits up, and if it sits up, our elevation is probably higher. And with it being higher, the actual house elevation may be at 11 or 12 feet.
See, and I know this street real well. I mean, obviously I live over there.
Right.
There's a huge hill. That all these houses are up on hills as you go up there. So, I mean, I'd be willing to bet you that it's a foot higher than.
And it could easily be, and the nice thing about that is that again allows you to make an educated decision on the property, you know, and kind of know, you know, what do I, basically it's called a letter of map amendment.
Okay.
You file it specifically on a piece of property.
So this guy could do that if his house is or the lowest grade next to it is above.
Correct. This is potential opportunity here for somebody to be able to go in and make a determination. They would still need to get that elevation certificate because that is required. But with that, they could then take that document, file it with FEMA after the maps change, showing it's above, and within about 45 days they'll get a response stating that it has been changed to an X, you know, as long as they meet all the requirements.
Okay, let me review this because I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. This guy's house, okay, is in an AE 12.
Currently, correct.
It's going to change to an AE 10. And because, let's just assume that the land, the property, the dirt next to his house is at 10 foot 9 inches from an elevation certificate. We find that out. So he can take all that information, letter of map amendment, and turn that in, and then could be changed to an X.
As long as as long as you can illustrate that the house is above that requirement, then that's the case. We actually saw one on Wilmington Island where, based on the current maps, they did that. They even had a basement, and
a basement?
Yeah, it had a basement.
Wow.
I've seen several with basements, and so, but yeah, even with that, because the lowest grade next to the house is above the required level, they were changed to an X. We have one. You can get this, Ed. You'll love this. On Spanish Hammock, out headed towards Tybee. I guess it's an old sand dune it was built on. A local surveyor that I know was successful in getting one changed from a VE zone to an X.
Oh my goodness.
So, but we will see some of those changes that will be illustrated on the maps.
And just so you know, a VE zone is like one of the worst, at least worst, highest cost zones to be in.
Yeah,
and
it's
change from a VE to an X, he's going to name his next kid Jeff.
Well, I wish I had anything to do with it.
No.